Hey everyone, welcome to HEPPY. My name's Pete Moss and this blooming beauty is called an American Spikenard. This is going to be a quick intro vid on the spikenard plants, two of them, the American Spikenard and the Japanese Spikenard. You can grow them for food or you can grow them for ornamental reasons or both. Welcome to HEPPY. The American Spikenard. This little beauty was purchased a little less than a year ago for $20, 1 gallon pot. We up potted her to a 3-gallon pot and already she's starting to bloom. She's gonna get up to 5 feet tall. Now that's the American Spikenard plant. You can eat the berries of the American Spikenard. You can eat the shoots. The leaves, I'm not too sure about the flavor. Let's have a nibble. Grassy. Tastes with an aftertaste. Anywho, and something is done with the roots. No less than 6 North American native tribes had approximately 50 documented uses for the American Spikenard. One other thing about the berries, I see conflicting information online about how good these berries taste. Now, I just finished a web page for Spikenard, American and Japanese Spikenard. Please go check that out, heppy.org/spikenard. One source, trusted source, says they're unedible berries, and a couple other sources said they taste okay. 3 sources said they taste okay. So we're gonna find out real soon, and I'm gonna say in about 3 weeks what they taste like. Please subscribe to our channel, follow our American Spikenard as she develops, but we're also going to be, through the years, showing you the exact same plants over time, what we do with them, how we care for them, how we prune them, fertilize them, and consume them. Possibly how we sell them too. The American and Japanese Spikenard enjoy some shade. The hotter the climate is, the more shade they're gonna want. Further north you go, in North America and Asia, wherever you are, the more she can be in full sunlight. Her final planting spot will be about 15 feet away from here, and in this location she'll get sun later in the day. This is a dappled sunlight to full sunlight type plant, but that means a lot and it's totally dependent on your zone. It's a large leaf, soft stemmed plant, so you don't want it in an area that gets like full on frequent wind. We did no pruning on this girl. We did no preparation, nothing for this video. This is exactly what she looks like. I did a little bit of weeding of the Japanese stilt grass. You might see a little bit of buffalo berry that we're incubating in this area here. We have a final location for the buffalo berry, and that girl is going to get planted this fall. That is a cornelian cherry tree. The American and Japanese Spikenard spread rhizomally, so the roots will spread under the surface of the soil, and I believe she suckers because I'm reading that she develops into thickets. And that's exactly what plants do that grow rhizomally, is they'll grow out 12 inches or further and pop a plant up, and then grow a little further, pop a plant up. I don't know how vigorous the rhizomal action is. That's very important and should influence the location that you place the plant. I also read that she self-seeds. Now, self-seeding can mean a couple of different things. It could be self-seeding like garlic, onion garlic. That self-seeds vigorously. If it self-seeds here and there, a few plants, well, that's no different than the weeds that you're dealing with, other plants that just emerge in your soil. Anyways, the beautyberry self-seeds, but it doesn't self-seed too often. It's, in fact, too rare for us. I would be potting more beautyberries, but they self-seed, again, not vigorously. Now, the Japanese spikenard's really interesting. It's native in China, Japan, maybe Korea, but it's consumed in that region of Asia. Japanese spikenard is so beloved in Japan that it's grown in tunnels. Now, the part that's eaten in Japan, and I think for the most part in China and Korea also, are the shoots. It's my understanding that the shoots taste a lot like asparagus. So beloved are those shoots that in Japan they grow Japanese spikenard in tunnels. Now, it ends up growing taller and it's white in color because it doesn't get the photosynthesis action. That's called, I think the word is down below what it's called. If it's grown outdoors, it's called Yama udu, I believe. I don't know how common the dishes are, but it's eaten in Korea and it's eaten in China. But in Japan, they seem to really enjoy their udu. Now I'm going to transition to the berries of the Japanese spikenard. Online, I saw a lot of don't eat the berries of the Japanese spikenard, but I could not, even after digging in deep, I could not figure out why. So I'm not too sure if it's just one person kind of repeating what someone else is saying. Certainly you want to be careful. HEPPY recommends that you don't eat the berries of the Japanese spikenard until we can understand if it works or it doesn't work. I actually emailed some folks in Japan to get the 411 on the Japanese berry. I did that just the other day while I finished writing a terrific web page on the American and Japanese spikenard that I want you to check out. HEPPY.org/spikenard. The roots are eaten, but I'm not entirely clear how they're prepared. The roots of the Japanese spikenard, it's my understanding they're cooked like parsnip. There's something about the shoots, and maybe it's the roots that need to be soaked for a while because there's kind of a resiny texture in the roots and you're gonna soak it out. There just isn't a clear understanding of the Asian information from places like Japan and China. At least so far I have not found it where there's a clear understanding of what those cultures do with their plants. I'm sure it is in their language. I'm sure there's information out there, but I haven't found it just yet. I'm gonna keep digging. You get that information, leave it down in the comments on this video. Hit that like button. Please subscribe to our channel and follow us as we stand up and continue growing and bring you into how our American spikenard beauty is doing. You're going to watch her grow all the way up to 5 feet tall. Right now I'm going to stand her up to make her a little taller. So right now she's maybe 2 feet tall, but she's going to take off once we get her in the ground. The Japanese spikenard has a cultivar that seems to be the most commonly sold plant here in the States. It's called the Sun King. The Sun King seems to have maybe a little tender shoots, and it's a very light green leafed, maybe even hints of yellow green in the leaves. That's the distinction of the Sun King. It's a very yellow green leafed plant. So we're going to look for one of those, and we're going to look for a non-Sun King Japanese spikenard and introduce them here to HEPPY and grow them alongside our 2 American Spikenard. I want you to learn more about Spikenard. Check out a really cool web page that I put together, HEPPY.org/Spikenard. Hit that like button. Even if you didn't like this video, hit that damn like button. You know the program. Please subscribe to our channel and follow us. Follow our American Spikenard. Follow the Japanese Spikenard that I now need to hunt down and introduce to our garden. And follow us as we squeeze 400 plus plants into our 2-acre property. That's 400 plants that produce something edible. And I'm not talking tomatoes. Tomatoes are cool. I love our tomatoes and I love our cucumbers. But we're talking about some cool shit. That's what's going into the property. Take care of yourself and take care of someone else if you can. Love you. Bye. Oops. Fuck. Getting eaten alive. So in Japan, Japanese, I'm getting eaten alive by mosquitoes. So if you see me itching non-stop, it's just fucking mosquito. Woo! I got some mosquitoes going on here. Beautiful plant. It is, like I said, like blazing star or something like that. Anywho, hit that like button. Even if you didn't like the video, smash that like button for me. I got bit by about 5,000 mosquitoes doing this 15-minute vid that'll be edited down to 10. Throw me a bone.